Students, this video is all about evaporation and factors affecting rate of evaporation. Now tell me one thing, is it always necessary to heat or change the state of matter? Can a liquid change to vapor state without reaching the boiling point? Let us understand this with an example. When we dry clothes, the water in them slowly convert into vapor. How does this happen? What happens to the water in such a situation? We know that particles of matter are always moving and are never at rest. At a given temperature in a given gas, liquid or solid, there are particles with a different amount of kinetic energy. In this case of liquids, a small fraction of particles at the surface having higher kinetic energy are able to break away from the forces of attraction of other particles and get converted into vapor. This phenomenon of change of a liquid into vapors at any temperature below its boiling point is called evaporation. Now we can discuss about factors affecting evaporation. There are four main factors which are affecting rate of evaporation. The first one is surface area. The second one is temperature. Third one is wind speed. And the fourth one is humidity. Now we can discuss the role of each factor in the rate of evaporation. An increase in surface area. We know that evaporation is a surface phenomenon. If the surface area is increased, the rate of evaporation increases. For example, while putting clothes for drying up, we spread them out. Temperature. When temperature increases, kinetic energy also increases. Hence, rate of evaporation increases. Humidity. Humidity, it is the amount of water vapor, that is moisture, present in air at a given temperature. Air can hold only finite amount of water vapors. With increase in humidity of surrounding water, intake capacity of surrounding decreases. Hence, rate of evaporation also decreases. Wind speed. Due to increase in wind speed, vapor particles present in surrounding move away with wind. Hence, vapor content in surrounding decreases. This enhances the rate of evaporation. Do you know another interesting thing about evaporation? Have you ever poured a few drops of acetone on your palm? You must have felt cold on the palm. It is also caused by evaporation. Acetone particles receives energy from your palm and its surrounding and evaporate, because of which you feel coldness on the palm. In this way, we can say that evaporation causes cooling. Evaporation in daily life. During summer, perspiration is found to cool the body as moisture evaporates from the skin. On a hot sunny day, we sprinkle water on the roof of open ground. The latent heat of vaporization helps to cool the hot surface rapidly. The earthen pot has small number of pores in it. Water seeps out through them and evaporate from the surface of the pot, thereby cooling the whole system. As a result, water in the pot becomes cool. So this is how the evaporation causes cooling. Here I completed the lesson. Thanks for watching.